Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports MLB Rundown picks and predictions for Monday, May 26, 2025. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, we're going to recap a break-even day in the MLB. We go 4-4 on the day, bringing our season record to a very measly 214 and 232. Okay, so I'm going to recap these games. Looking on the picks for tomorrow. Game numero one, it was the Cubbies minus 120 on the money line and also the over of 9 runs. This one did not get off to a very good start. The Cubs were at one point down 8-3. That is right, 8-3. They then score 8 runs unanswered. 1 in the top of the 6th, 3 in the top of the 7th, 4 in the top of the 8th. The Reds' bullpen is very, very, very bad. This was one of our handicaps coming in. It's mostly why we took the over. I didn't think the Reds would be able to score 8 runs, but here we are. Shout out to Pete Crow Armstrong, Seiya Suzuki, Reese McGuire, Michael Bush, Nico Horner, the whole team. The Cubs absolutely popped off. 13 hits, 11 runs, 19 runs total scored in the game. The over was always free money. Cubs money line we had to work for, though. So thank you to Chicago Cubs. Next game, this one was greasy. Royals plus 105 on the money line. Under 7.5 runs, that was never a doubt. Even with this game going to extra innings, under was never a sweat. Final score of this one, 10 innings played. Royals 2, Twins 1. If the Royals would have lost this game, this would have been a crime against humanity. The Royals out-hit the Twins 9-3, and they almost lost this game. Chris Bubich went 7 innings, gave up 2 hits and 1 earned run. If I recall correctly, that run was in the first inning. Yeah, they went down 1-0 in the bottom of the first. There was then 5 scoreless innings of baseball. The Royals got 1 in the top of a 7th, thanks to a Freddie Fermin double scoring Drew Waters, and then a Michael Garcia single in the top of the 10th, thanks to a throwing error by Willie Castro, scores 1, and then win the game 2-1. Twins aren't good. The Royals also aren't very good, but Chris Bubich on the mound, he gets another win. That dude is a beast. Then we have our losers. One of them was tough. The other one really never stood a shot with the Red Sox. Diamondbacks plus 110 on the money line, and we had the over of 8.5 runs. It got off to a really good start. At the end of the first inning, it was 2-1, Diamondbacks leading, thanks to a Eugenio Suarez single, scoring Josh Naylor and Ketel Marte. And then they did nothing for the rest of the game. They out-hit the Cardinals 10-8, but they were only able to score 1 more run the entire game, and that was thanks to a Pavin Smith single, scoring Eugenio Suarez. Depressing for the Diamondbacks, they now fall to 1 game below 500. They get swept by the Cardinals. You cannot be getting swept by the Cardinals. The only positive thing for them is they have some pretty winnable games coming up. They have a 3-game homestand against the Pirates. That should be a series win. 3-game homestand against the Nationals. That should be a series win. You're at the Braves, at the Reds. Those are both winnable series. So the Diamondbacks, we're going to see in the next 12 games how good of a baseball team they really are, because they have 100% winnable games coming up on the schedule. Then we have the Red Sox, took a minus 130, and the over 9.5 runs against the Baltimore Orioles. They didn't do shit. They didn't do anything. They lose 5-1 despite out-hitting the Red Sox 10-7. Walker Buehler, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs given up. One thing I will say, Boston had 3 errors this game. Only one of them actually contributed to a run. But you can't have 3 errors in one MLB game. That's pretty egregious. You also can't out-hit a team 10-7 and lose by 4 runs. Let me see how many guys they left on base. They left 21 guys on base, and it was everyone up and down the lineup. Rafi left 2, Wilyer Abreu left 2, Kristen Campbell left 5, the other Raffaello, Sedan Raffaello, he left 4. These motherfuckers just couldn't score with anybody in scoring position. So, no good there. We lose the minus 130. That one hurt a decent amount. That's why I don't like laying minus 130. Anything above like minus 115, I don't like laying, but I thought it was a good spot here just because the fucking Orioles are horrible at baseball, but here we are. Okay, that is the recap. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. Game number 1. Give me the Giants, minus 110 on the money line. I was not impressed at all with the Tigers in the Guardian series. They lost 3 out of 4, and the only one they won was with Tarek Skubal on the mound going 9 innings and giving up 2 hits. So obviously you're going to win that game. But when you have not the best pitcher in the league on the mound, you lost all 3 games at home to the Guardians. I love the Guardians, but they're really not that good. I think the Giants are better than the Guardians, and they have Hayden Birdsong on the mound, and his first 2 starts of the year have been fantastic. 2-0 with the 1.91 ERA. Going up against Kyler Montero, hasn't really been so too good this season. 1-1 with a 5.28 ERA. Has a massive walk problem. So he's made 4 starts, 30 2/3 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts to 13 walks. That is egregious. He's also given up 5 home runs in that time frame. His most recent starts, he gave up 3 to Boston and 5 to St. Louis. He really doesn't go long into games, besides 1 randomly good start at Colorado. 5 innings, 3 innings, 4 innings, 4 innings, 5 innings. The dude doesn't go deep into games. Detroit's bullpen is pretty taxed. Sorry. My bad. That's wrong. They are not taxed. Tarek Skubal went 9 innings the previous day. So they do have relief, but their bats just aren't hitting the ball very well. The scores against the Guardians, 7-0, 3-1, 7-5, 5-0. So in 3 of the games, they're shit. Detroit ain't shit. Give me the Giants. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Next game, I don't think the Royals are good. The Reds coming off of a series loss to... Who they lose to? Ooh, I gotta hit so many buttons right now. Coming off of a series loss to the Cubs. They scored 8 runs, though. The Reds' bats are much better than the Royals' bats. Both of these pitchers are pretty even. Nick Martinez, 2-5 with a 3.43 ERA. Michael Lorenzen, 3-5 with a 3.77 ERA. I'm going to take the Reds plus money in the over, 8.5 runs. Royals, how have they been doing recently? Not too hot. They just lost a series against the Twins. Before that, they did win a series against the Giants, but then prior to, they'd lost a series to the Astros, a series to the Cardinals, a series to the Red Sox. They've lost 4 out of their last 5 series. Granted, a decent amount of those were on the road. 3 out of those 4 were on the road, but back at home against the Reds team, really not that bad of a travel spot for Cincinnati. I don't like Michael Lorenzen so far this year. His most recent starts haven't been awful. Last game, he went 4 innings against the Giants, giving up 2 earned. Prior to that, 7 innings at Houston, gave up 4. 4 2/3 at Baltimore, giving up 5. And then he had 1 random good start against Boston, going 7 innings, giving up 0. It really is just the lineups here. The Royals have not been scoring well at all. Their most recent games, they've scored 2 runs, 4 runs, 3 runs, 1 random 8-run performance, 2 runs, 3 runs, 2 runs, 0 runs, 3 runs, 3 runs, 1 run. They just can't hit the baseball. You really only have to dodge a few bats in the lineup. It's Bobby Witt and it's Michael Garcia. Everyone else kind of sucks. So I will take the Reds. They have the better bats, and both of these pitchers are about even. So give me the Reds plus 100 and the over 8.5 runs. Next game, I know I just talked a lot of shit about the Twins, and I said they're not very good, but I think they're going to win here. Give me the Twins plus 105 on the money line. Chris Paddock on the hill, 2-4 with a 3.98 ERA. Going up against Zach Littell, 3-5 with a 4.25 ERA. Both of these teams recently, 7-3 in their last 10 games. However, Tampa Bay, they've won 5 in a row. They're kind of mean with it. They're coming off of a series sweep against Toronto where they dominated the most recent game, 13-0. Normally, when a team wins a game by that wide of a margin, you're going to want to fade them the next time they go out. Chris Paddock, like I said, 2-4 this season, but his most recent starts have been pretty good. He went 5 innings against Cleveland, only gave up 2 runs. Went 7 innings at Baltimore, didn't give up a run. Went 7 innings at home against San Francisco, only gave up 1. Gave up 5 and 3 to Boston, 1 and 5 to Cleveland. Gave up 2 to Chicago, 1 to Atlanta. This dude's kind of been dealing this year. He's really decently high ERA just because of one really bad start at the beginning of the year against Chicago. He's been dealing. I don't like Littell at all. 3 and 5 on the year, giving up 38 strikeouts, 9 walks, so the strikeout to walk ratio is good. The problem is he gives up a shit ton of hard contact, 14 home runs so far this year. 14. His most recent starts, 2 earned, 3 earned, 2 earned, 2 earned, 2 earned, 3 earned, 1 earned, 7 earned. He also doesn't strike guys out. 6 strikeouts, 2 strikeouts, 5, 3, 1, 2, 5. He pitches to contact. The Twins are a team who, 1, don't strike out much anyway, and 2, put the ball in play. So I'll take the Twins plus 105 on the money line. I think the wrong team is favored in the over 8.5 runs. Next game, this one don't make no fucking sense. Someone explains to me how this makes sense. Cardinals, minus 110 on the money line at the Orioles. The Orioles have an old man in Charlie Morton on the mound. Why are they demanding this much respect? The Cardinals have Eric Fetty. They have won 3 games in a row. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They've been mauling for the past month. How are they basically even money against one of the worst teams in baseball? Eric Fetty this year, 57 innings pitched, 34 strikeouts, 25 walks, which is a massive problem, but he doesn't really give up that many home runs, only 5 given up on the season. His most recent starts, 1 was really bad, 2 were very good. He went 5 innings against Detroit, gave up 4 earned, but before that, he went 5 2/3 at Philly, didn't give up a run. He went a complete game shutout against Washington. He gave up 3 to New York, 2 to Atlanta. He did get shelled by Milwaukee, but Eric Fetty is good. When he's on, he's on. Charlie Morton, this dude is ass. He is 0-7 on the year. He's horrible. He got taken out of the rotation, put to the bullpen. They now brought him back to the rotation. He just gets shelled every single time he comes in. He doesn't go long in the games. He's 41 years old. He throws at like 92 miles an hour tops as his fastball. This Cardinals lineup is very good hitting the ball this season. They should be able to hit the shit out of Charlie Morton. Give me the Cardinals. Give me the over. Let's go. Okay, that is going to do it for me in this video. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.